Good morning. How's everybody? Welcome to 1 Million Cups. How many new people do we have here who are here the first time? Okay, I thought I saw at least a couple of new faces. That's great. I'm Mark Lee, one of the organizers of 1 Million Cups, and consider myself a sort of serial entrepreneur. So hopefully the rest of you can relate to that terminology. We're doing exactly what is being done all over the country in about 50 different cities right now, and that is this entrepreneurial initiative, this program. And it was developed and started a little over 2 years ago by the Kaufman Foundation out of Kansas City. And that's where Marion and I are flying to tomorrow morning for a 1 Million Cups Organizers Summit. So we'll come back having drunk even more of the 1 Million Cups coffee and Kool-Aid, and be excited next week, I'm sure. Let's get started. I think Marion is going to introduce our two presenters today. And the format is 6 minutes presentation from each of the entrepreneurs, and followed by 20 minutes of questions and answers. Marion?
Good morning, good morning. Couple of orders of business. They want to let us know because they're doing some changes in their infrastructure and they're trying to redo their websites because it's horrible to navigate the thing. Who all has an Android-based phone? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the rest of you are Apple-based. Okay. You need to know that. And then also, who all is following us on Facebook, or who all is not following us on Facebook? That's the easier way. Everybody, would you please follow us on Facebook? We appreciate that. And if you want to go ahead and present, we'd love to have you go to hopkins.1millioncups.com and fill in the application, or give us a call if that's a problem for you. And we would love to have you present. So think about that. Last week we had someone come to visit, and she has decided she would present for us, and she is a very interesting niche business. Her name is Brenda Maddern, and so I'm very, very pleased to introduce her and her business. Thank you.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. I've been a part of a business network group all over, from Nashville, Panama City to Phoenix, Arizona, several of major cities, and I know that this works, and I'm so glad that you guys have brought it here to this home because there's a lot of potential here in Madison. My business is called Holiday Helpers, but I guess I started out in the helping business when I was very young. And last week we had a presenter, and that was Yvonne and Anya Logan, and she was on the 11. And it reminded me that when I started in the helping business, my neighbor had broken an ankle or something, and I go next door and ask if she needed some help, and she paid me a nickel to vacuum carpets. And I mean a whole square foot, I mean a whole gigantic room. Well, that neighbor was okay, and so I go to the next neighbor, and he says, well, what are you doing this summer? And I said, well, I'm vacuuming my neighbor's carpets. And he says, well, how much is she paying you? And I said, a nickel. And he said, you mean for the whole room? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, well, you need to charge a nickel a square foot. So that pretty much changed the whole. This was a life-changing event. So let's see. So from 11 on, 40 years later, I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I went to college at Western. I graduated with a degree in healthcare administration. So my helping business, my cleaning, and my healthcare kind of go parallel. I left Western in 1985, and I moved to Nashville and got in the home health care business. Home health at that time was the beginning of a whole series of indoor care for senior citizens, the elderly. It was hospital-based. My company was called Primacare. That's when I learned the need for home-based services, whether it's healthcare or cleaning or just anything. People needed help, and and it also saved a lot of money as far as nursing homes and hospital stays, and trying to not get too much off of the forefront. But that's how I started in the home health care business. It's moving to Nashville and working for basically the elderly, disabled, basically anyone coming right out of the hospital went straight into their homes, and that really started a long line of businesses. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Okay. So from home health to cleaning services. Well, the cleaning industry became very popular after everybody went green. Environmental consultants, I'm sorry, I'm getting nervous. Environmental consultants, here's what I do. Let's just go straight to my business. I've been in the home cleaning business and the home maintenance business for about 25, 30 years. I do painting, light maintenance, drywall repair, carpet cleaning, window washing, yard work. We do everything from walking the dog to going to the grocery store, running errands, and so this is all kind of seasonable. So this summer, after gaining a lot of business here in town, I decided to work with our helpers. Holiday Helpers is a holiday service just to hang up Christmas trees, hang up lights. We do the Madisonville Marching Marine Band are the ones that's going to be my helpers. That's my son here. He's going to be climbing ladders and getting on roofs and doing all the lighting. And it's not so much that it's a fundraising idea, it's just that this is a service because I know that people are just so, they're no longer able to climb the ladders and get things out of storage. We go in your attics, we come back after the holidays and take everything down, put everything in storage. We'll even haul off unwanted items to charities like St. Vincent de Paul. Let's see, what else do we do? We do just about anything. We also, let's see, I was trying to think what I didn't cover. Basically, all you have to do is look at our brochure, just kind of glance over it. We have a little side, on the side, it's an appointment. We set your appointment for you. We come in at no cost, and we do an estimate, and we kind of just do it on an hourly basis. Our minimum is like 3 hours, so it's usually 2 people. We go in and we just kind of estimate what you want. We take photographs before and after, and we just work with you one-on-one basis. We like you to be there. We want you to be at home. We want you to be part of our decorating crew. And then we set up as your specifications, and then after the holidays, we come in and we take down everything and we clean accordingly. And I mean a deep clean, from storage, hauling off, vacuuming, just the whole 9 yards. And just give us a call. We come at no cost, and we do estimates. And again, we would like to get to know folks, so it's going to take about 15 minutes. If you want to invite us in your home, it takes about 15 minutes for me and my crew to come in, and we'll just go through all the ideas that you have, and I'll make a list, and then we'll set the pricing accordingly. Our minimum is for $25 for 3 hours for 2 people, and if it takes any longer than that to set up a certain room or more than one room, then we just add that to it, like on per hourly rate. Any questions? Yes, sir.
What led you to develop your first business? What was your drive to do that instead of taking a good paying job working for somebody else?
Basically, the need to take care of my own family. I wanted to spend time with my son and not have him raised in preschools and daycare centers. And I wanted to create my own business so I can take care of my family. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to do this. It's time that it's a profitable business, and it allows me to have time to take care of my own family instead of healthcare. I was taking care of everybody else. And it's a great business to be in, and that's why healthcare and the helping business ran kind of parallel. But yeah, that's why,
Okay.
to give you some time and freedom. Yes, sir.
Do you deal with full-time help or part-time or?
Part-time.
Part-time.
My helpers are the drum line of the Madisonville Marching Marine Band. But yeah, I did have a crew. I've taken a crew of 6 members to the Virgin Islands, working with FEMA during Hurricane Maryland relief crew. So I've had corporate, I've had big businesses where I've had a whole crew that I was responsible for flying over and coming back safely. But this time, it's just for seasonal holiday help. Because everybody I really want people to enjoy Christmas. I think people have lost sight of what the holidays are all about.
So you do not use any full-time employees?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I heard 2 things. One, I heard it's holiday cleaning and helping, but in here, did you also say that you clean houses and you clean homes and corporate offices throughout the year as well?
Absolutely. That's my main business. And that's the business out of Nashville, Cleaning Solutions Unlimited. And we use all natural products. We have a company out of Nashville that's called Cleaners Depot. And I order all my supplies from that Nashville base. They're all environmentally safe products, all FDA approved. I'm also certified in mold and mildew removal, smoke and fire damage, tile, drywall, light maintenance, a little bit of everything. We do a little bit of everything.
So renovations as well then?
Absolutely, absolutely. And if there's jobs that get too bad, I know contractors in the area that I hire, or they help. So I'm considered more of a subcontractor.
What have been some of your challenges, talking about, obviously what we do here at 1 Million Cups is really oriented toward talking about those issues that may be common to all of us out here. And so to focus you on that a little bit, what are some of the challenges that you've had over the years in developing your business? Has it been funding? Has it been finding the right employees or other things?
I think the biggest challenge is having a support system, a belief group that these kind of things are profitable. The service industry is going to get nothing but bigger and bigger. Of course, there's always been a need for help in individual homes, but the biggest challenge is putting together a profitable package where you can charge people the right amount, and not underbid or overbid, because every job is different, every home is different. I think that would be the biggest challenge, is trying to put a price on your service and what to charge each individual. Anybody else?
So this is a new endeavor as part of your business plan,
This-
correct? When
this
they
is-
decide to expand and change and add this to your services.
The reason why I did this is because I wanted to narrow it down to Hopkins County. And I wanted to incorporate my son and kind of turn this into a fundraising event for us as a family and keep it local. Again, another challenge, as Mark asked, the thing is you don't want to get too many customers and not enough staff. If around Christmas time, my start date is going to be around December, or any day after Thanksgiving through December 23rd. The whole process of this is to prevent the last minute hectic, stressful. I don't want to go out on Christmas Eve and start shopping. And I don't want families to have to go out Christmas. And sometimes that's the only day we have off. We have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and that's it. And I just want to prevent all the hesitance of the holiday craziness. Yeah.
So this is a fundraiser.
No. This is a business that I wanted to specify in just for like Christmas help. And my goal is to enter in new homes and introduce myself to people that I don't know very well, because you gotta establish some trust. You're not gonna have people just walk in your homes without getting to know them first. And this is through the holidays, and then I hope my goal is to establish business through the year for other home maintenance. Yes, thank you for asking that, because I know this is not just, plus I want this to work every Christmas here locally, or just, and maybe not even just Christmas, maybe, increase it every holiday, for Thanksgiving, Halloween, or anything.
Are you expanding this to your current customers in the national area?
Yes, yes, yes. But that's a whole different crew. I'm not gonna be able to go to national. That's why I wanted to stay locally. That's, again, I don't wanna have too many customers. There's only so many people that we can deal with. Again, I don't wanna schedule 25, 30 people through December the 18th, through December the 23rd, and only be able to service 5. So that's a fine line, and thank you for asking that, because I wanna be careful of that. Yes.
As far as you have brought up the marching band several times, for the people that are in the marching band, is that part a fundraiser, or are they just getting paid?
No,
To help.
I just happen to have a marching marine band sitting back there, which is my son, and he's my entrepreneur, he's my guy, he's my helper. What I'm saying is, I have these guys that I want to be a part of this business, because they're dedicated and they're trustworthy, and no, it's not any part of it.
Word fundraiser kept slipping in, so it was like,
No, this is like in lieu of fundraising.
Okay.
I want the guys to go out and make some money and not have to sell pizza.
Okay.
On their own, so, yeah. Sharon, anybody else? Anybody in the,
Is there something that you did from the beginning that you did right, that you pat yourself on the back for, or glad you started out doing something, or something, on the other hand, something that you wish you would have done?
I was an opportunist back in the day when opportunists weren't so popular. I took healthcare and learned all the facets of healthcare, and always was able to create my businesses on the side. So I think realizing that healthcare and the service industry run parallel. I mean, it's one is important as the other. What I haven't done, and what I really need to focus on, is how I can become profitable utilizing my education and my experience and focusing on a direction. So, yeah. And thank you for that question, because it's hard to put all that together in one package. Anything else? Yeah, other than that, please call me. My phone number's on here. Again, this is a rough draft. This was kind of at a whim. I started coming to the meeting about 3-4 weeks ago, and I've met wonderful people and some great entrepreneurs here in town, and there's a lot of local talent that is very encouraging. So if you have any ideas, this is just a rough draft. I'm going to take any kind of suggestions you can tell my son Ben, and then the final draft I'm going to take to Rick at American Printing and have him print out some stuff, and then we'll move forward with this. But anyone that needs some help and they're kind of dreading holidays because they don't want to get the boxes out of the attic or Christmas decorations out of storage, please call me. Let's all celebrate the holidays.
I do have one more question. If you don't have a lot of Christmas decorations, or you think your second decorations are horrific, which is what the situation usually is,
Right.
then are you gonna have those where you can kind of lease that to them and bring everything to their home, set it up, make it look nice, and then take it all away?
No, but I have a portfolio. What we'll do is if you don't want your decorations, we'll haul those off to many charities. And I have a portfolio, and I actually will go and purchase those in local stores. It's not like I have this huge magazine where you can order Christmas decorations. But I would have, I'm not so much of a decorator, but I do have some suggestions that, and each home is different. But we can work with you on that. And it's not gonna cost you any extra.
I was just gonna say, there's a business in Eddyville that does something similar to this.
Mhm.
Actually, she owns a Merle Norman store. She owns a jewelry store, and she does this at Christmas time.
Mhm.
And she has a huge business in that area where she actually rents to the business community.
Mhm.
Pre-decorated trees that are already done. She goes
Wow.
in and does their entire business. And anyway, I just thought,
Well, it's very popular in the larger cities.
yeah.
But like I said, I want to start here locally. I want to see this happen here in this town next year and the following year. So
I just thought that might be somebody, if you wanted to talk to about what she's doing. I mean, it definitely could work into what you're doing.
Absolutely, thank you.